another video on the AFR channel. What I made today to bring you the latest Arsenal transfer news, and I've got two massive stories here today about those two targets, those two names you've heard all the time, the two Arsenal priorities, AOUAR and Thomas Partey. These players have been linked with Arsenal for ages now, alongside the likes of Aubameyang's new contract, Gabriel and Willian making moves to Arsenal, but those three have all got done. It's just AOUAR and Partey left to get done. Two world-class midfielders. They're up for grabs for Arsenal, so fingers crossed we can get them, and they're literally the only two players we need to get left in this transfer window. And I've got some very, very good and one not so good story here today for Arsenal fans, so make sure to stick around to the end of the video so you don't miss a single detail. But let's get straight into it. So first off today I want to talk about AOUAR. So we found out in the last hour or so that Arsenal finally submitted their first official bid for him. This news, as I said, came out about an hour ago, but the bid was actually submitted yesterday, and yesterday we found out that Lyon are actually looking to sign a new midfielder. Obviously, you know, this could just be a coincidence, but is it? I'm not 100% sure about that. But yeah, we've submitted our first bid, apparently, our first official one. Yeah, we've been negotiating and talking and things like that. But now we've, properly put in a bid for him, and that is about 40 million. Some other reports saying 40 million plus 10 million in add-ons. Lyon apparently won about 60, so we're not up there yet. But if this has already gone on for about a day or so now, and it hasn't been rejected yet, they are 100% considering it and looking at it, and that is extremely exciting news for me. World-class midfielder alongside Thomas Partey, who we're going to get onto in a minute. And if we can get the two, I'll be extremely happy. But it looks like AOUAR to the Arsenal could actually be getting done, which is absolutely just, so brilliant. And, it's taken Arsenal a long time to get this bid in, so hopefully it is enough. But they're considering it. I'm very excited. We could be getting that top priority summer target, and that is AOUAR. So let's move on to the Thomas Partey news, and that is according to Fabrizio Romano that Atletico Madrid are not going to negotiate for Arsenal or with Arsenal for Thomas Partey anymore, because they're convinced that he's going to stay this season. And the Torreira deal has not been 100% agreed yet, because Arsenal want a permanent deal, but Atleti want a loan deal. So let's forget about the Torreira news for a minute, because, we've talked about Torreira a lot, so I won't be discussing that in this video, because there's not really any extra updates. This Torreira deal has not been 100% agreed yet. That's been in the news, for the past few weeks or so now, so we already know that. We know he's probably going to be leaving Arsenal, so let's leave that piece of news for another video, but let's stick to the Thomas Partey bit, and that is, as I said, Atletico are not going to negotiate with Arsenal for Partey because they're convinced he's going to stay. Arsenal fans, don't get that worried. Yes, Fabrizio Romano is very reliable, and yes, this is true, but if you put it into other words, people are saying that it just means they're convinced he's going to stay, but Arsenal have to pay the release clause to get anywhere. We've known that we have to pay that 45 million or however much release clause to even get anywhere with the club, and that's been confirmed by Romano. It's a shame that they are going like this, because I would have loved a swap deal with someone like Guendouzi, although that is a bit unrealistic, isn't it? I mean, even Torreira, that would have been sort of mind-blowing, but again, that's very unrealistic. So yeah, it looks like they won't be talking to us unless we go with that release clause, but at the moment it looks like we are sticking to that AOUAR route, and then we're going to go to Thomas Partey. But those are our two top stories of the day, our two summer targets, our two, targets that we have to get left to have that dream transfer window. And if we do sign these two, then that's our transfer window over, isn't it? No one else, because we're going to have to splash the cash on these guys. And though, to be honest, 45 million for this world-class box-to-box midfielder, yes please. So yeah, it's a shame about them not wanting anything except that release clause to be paid, but Arsenal are apparently putting in, or have put in that bid for AOUAR. I'm really happy about that, but let me know down below, do you think they'll accept it? But yeah, Thomas Partey to Arsenal, it may not get done this season, but that could be happening next transfer window. But Hassem AOUAR to the Arsenal, well, that is looking very positive. So make sure to like, subscribe, share and comment. I'm very happy, so make sure to share this to a couple of friends so they knew the news as well. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.